Hello, baby. Hello. What do you cry? No, eat my finger now. Very careful. I've spent nearly a third of my life in Thailand, and unfortunately, I've witnessed my fair share of casual racism, mostly aimed at ethnicities with darker skin. I know, what is casual racism versus severe racism, blah 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 blah. A Westerner visiting the kingdom would be confused by this since Thais have dark skin themselves. But historically, Thais have cherished light skin, and store shelves have for years and years been stocked with cosmetic products promising to whiten your skin and appearance. Your legs, your shoulders, even deodorant for your armpits have skin whitening agents in them. I mean, who doesn't want porcelain white armpits that remind you of wrinkly folds of sweaty milk? Right? Am I right? Sign me up. The colorism in this country runs deep, and unfortunately this causes many of the citizens to also exhibit what I call casual racism. There's that term again. The vast majority are aimed at anyone with darker skin. Now, they're not going to deny you of services and things like that. They're just going to have attitudes towards you that will obviously determine their behavior towards you. Recently, I've seen several Black American YouTubers who have chosen to promote their quote-unquote journeys in the kingdom, and I find it odd that many of them claim that they have not seen any racism aimed at them. Now, let me get this straight. I want more Black people in Thailand. I want more Black Americans, more Black Europeans, and obviously Africans in Thailand. The more racial diversity you have, the more people are exposed to it, the less the other becomes the boogeyman. But when these YouTubers say that they're not experiencing any kind of racism, I just find that odd, because even your white man in Thailand is going to experience some of that. Perhaps it's because Thais will be polite and friendly to anyone regardless of skin color. It's what they say behind your back that always disappoints me. I've been in a taxi where the taxi driver casually referred to African tourists as monkeys. It was the only time I didn't tip a driver. I suspect that this is part of the reason why Indian restaurants are harder to find than Japanese and Chinese restaurants outside of Bangkok and Pattaya. India's population surpassed China's just a few years ago, and Thailand has 4 times the number of ethnic Indians than ethnic Japanese in the country. The number of Japanese people, including nationals in Thailand, is roughly about 100,000 people. On the other hand, the number of Indian Thais, that's Thai nationals who are of Indian descent, is 400,000. Yet, you can find numerous Japanese restaurants in any mall in just about any city large enough to have a mall in Thailand, but this is not the case for Indian food. Needless to say, it makes finding Indian restaurants hard to find, and I love me some Indian food. Khon Kaen is fortunately large enough to have Indian food offerings, and this may be due to it being the 4th largest city in Thailand. Hopefully, being that Khon Kaen is the fastest growing city in Thailand, the offerings will only increase. Bring on the Burmese and Vietnamese offerings too, please. Today I visited the Bombay House Cafe because I have desperately been craving a dal curry and some butter chicken. To call this place a cafe would be selling it short. It's a full-fledged restaurant with great atmosphere, tasteful decor, and a nice location just north of Khon Kaen University. The menu has all the usual offerings, and the staff, as you would expect, can speak English confidently. The food was delicious. I ordered the masala mushroom and butter chicken with garlic naan and paratha. I opted for a simple soda instead of the lassi, but they did offer lassi in plain and mango. Now, I can't vouch for those drinks, but I can say that the food was great. I mean, so good. I've been thinking about the food since my visit last week. If you're in downtown Khon Kaen, it is easy to get here. Just take Mitropop Road. That's the big road that divides Khon Kaen east and west. Take Mitropop Road north and hang a left on Nan Muang Road. Now, the city of Khon Kaen is essentially divided into 4 parts, although tourists will tend to visit the outlying areas as well due to the scenic locations and the scenic routes. As far as dividing the city into 4 4 quarters. Mitrapop Road divides the city in east and west, and Maliwan Road divides the city in north and south. In the northwest, the area is the youngest, possibly the hippest area. The university is here, and it is huge, comprising 40,000 students as of a survey in 2020. So bars, cafes, and affordable apartments can be found in this area. It should be noted that a large night market and several hospitals are also in this area. Soon, Central Khon Kaen Part 2 will be located here. The designs look stunning. It'll be a mixed-use shopping mall, rivaling that of Central Khon Kaen Plaza in the Old Town. The northeast side boasts new neighborhoods and government buildings, along with a large bicycle park surrounding one of Khon Kaen's many lakes and ponds. A night market that is only open on Saturdays, though, does turn one of the major roads into a walking street, and it's a must-see market if you're in the Khon Kaen area. Additionally, festivals and events are also often held in this area. The southeast section is the part that you'll see on YouTube videos due to 3 of the most famous temples in Khon Kaen being located here. Additionally, this is the Old Town. This is where retired GIs are most likely going to reminisce about and where YouTubers and influencers will go to first. It used to be the most happening place in Khon Kaen, but it is receiving a great deal of competition from the university area and the southwest. In the southwest section, you can find the largest night market. That's the Khon Kaen night markets. That's pretty much the one that's going to approach something that feels like what you would see in Bangkok. Say the train night markets in Bangkok. It won't be at that scale, but it'll be large enough to be impressive, especially for a city like Khon Kaen. This area is also quickly developing despite pockets of farmland and suburban neighborhoods speckled throughout. The Bombay house is on the northwest university section, and if you're new to Khon Kaen, this can feel like it's a bit off the beaten path, but in fact it's actually on the northern part of the university grounds, so there are businesses and facilities all around and nearby. For vegetarians and vegans, the options are great, as you would expect in an Indian restaurant of this kind. I recommend coming here at night, as the weather will be cooler and you'll be able to sit outside in a place where that kind of only adds to the dining experience. But regardless of what time of day you go there, you're going to appreciate the little touches that they put in the place. The wine rack on the wall, the artwork, the grounds in general are just really nice to look at. So you're going to enjoy the food and you're going to have a great time. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Once again, I love you, I appreciate you, and I wish you all the best. Hello, baby. Hello. Swadee krap. Hello. No? You don't want to eat my finger now. You know, be careful. You want to be careful.